Hello, everyone. I'm Doc Normal, and this is Coffee with Curmudgeons. It's July 31st. July's almost over. It's hard for me to believe that, but it's true. And I am now going to sing the show like Werner Kepler on Hogan's Heroes. I'm here with my host, Father Time himself.
I feel so old. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is the Monday where you're sitting around and you kind of just vaguely looking the direction where the camera is, and you're just like, this is that morning show. We're curmudgeons. Yeah.
Jason Allen!
Hello, everybody. Happy Monday.
Oh, man, stop doing that.
Everyone getting ready for the heat wave that's about ready to descend on us.
I hate that.
Let's someone.
Why? We live in the Pacific Northwest.
The great Pacific
We're
Northwest.
not supposed to have 100+ degree heat waves. And then everyone's like, it's global warming.
Yeah. I know. I was going to tell people if people had
I'm moving to Alaska.
Any comments, complaints, to go ahead and get a hold of our climate change department here at NuzBox. And
I'm moving to Alaska.
Are you?
Yeah,
you and Murkowski, you're going to just have, hang out? Yeah?
She's all right, right?
Okay,
Votes against the thing.
I got questions, and if you're going to move to Alaska, I got questions. Number one, what part of Alaska? Are we talking down by Juneau where it's a little more temperate? Or are we going full on like Fairbanks, Yukon, Nome, Alaska? I got sled dogs.
I wanna move to the place in Alaska where me and Sarah Palin can wave at the Russians.
Oh, Wasilla. Oh, that's right. You both walk out on your deck in the early evening.
Hey, who are those guys?
Look over at the Russian Federation. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Yeah.
I don't know. I like good climate, and I can't deny.
Yeah,
I got nothing today. In fact, I can't even hear right now.
Either can I. Mine's only working in one ear.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It's
mine's not.
Yeah.
That's just you.
That's just me.
I'm all plugged up because I've had headphones on like most of the day yesterday.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, well, I've had loud rock roll in my headphones.
Right.
If you saw a little bit of the pre-stream.
It's like, wow, he's not totally like Lemmy, but he's got this Lemmy-esque sort of stuff. What's going on?
It's the feel-good Harley song of the summer.
Right, and ever since you planted the seed of Captain Beefheart in my brain, I can't get it out again.
Yeah, no, it's like, what is it? We don't know. We don't know what it is, but that's okay. It means it's all original. And it's okay to be original.
It's okay to be original.
Look at David Lynch. He's an original.
Yes.
He's okay, so
yeah.
I missed a lot. I did a lot yesterday, and I missed a lot. So I didn't even keep up. Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 100 degrees.
Hey, it's getting there.
You have a rear view mirror taped to your stupid window.
Yeah.
Mine falls off every time it gets to be like 98 degrees. And don't tell me that I didn't put it on right.
Yeah.
I followed the directions. And every time it falls off, it's either too cold, like it's freezing, so you can't apply the glue.
Right.
Or it's 100 degrees, too hot to apply the glue.
Right.
And I'm just like, can you just give me a different alternative than a stupid glue and a thing? Because that never works. Glue never works. Right. It's like, well, this is safety government approved. It's like, hey, I have a suction cup that I can put a full GoPro camera on, stick it on the outside of the car, and drive 90 miles an hour or whatever. I don't know. But and it'll stick there. And I can't. My rear view mirror cannot stay on.
Well, you know why, don't you? It's a vast global conspiracy.
It is.
Because you buy those little kits and you go like one of those automotive stores and you say, "Oh my gosh, my rearview mirror is taking a crapper. I need to get the sticky stuff to put it back on." So they give you this little rearview mirror repair kit, right? And it ends up.
Right.
They say it's like special bonding, right?
Nah.
It's not special bonding. It's crazy glue. They shove crazy glue. And instead of buying it for $1.99 at wherever, you now have the special, and you're paying like what, $6 $6 maybe, $6-7.
It was actually $3.99.
Oh, see, you got a bargain then.
Well, yeah, but you get what you pay for. You know,
That's true.
$3.99 is BS.
Right.
And you're right. It's just crazy
It's
glue.
crazy glue.
It might as well just be. You know what it is? It might as well just be. Remember when you go to school and you get your school box,
Yes.
a ruler, pencils.
Yes.
Elmer glue.
Elmer's glue.
Otherwise, in grade school, known as lunch.
Yes. In kindergarten,
Dessert.
that's one of the 4 food groups in lunch.
It is.
But
Kids are vile.
so you put on your Elmer's
Seriously.
glue, you put it on there, it drops off after 5 minutes, and then you get so bored with it, you put the Elmer's glue in your hand and then watch it dry, then peel it off like it's skin.
Well, yeah, that glue
Yeah.
goes on everywhere but the windshield and to repair your thing. It's just so annoying. It's just like so.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's so hot.
Yeah.
You know, even in the instructions, it's like, oh, you have to only do this if between 50 and 68 degrees or something.
Right.
So it's not even going to work.
Right.
So I'm reading up on your rear view mirror laws in
Yeah.
Oregon.
Yes.
So I read those, so I now know those.
So you're
I'm like,
you're proficient now in the.
well, I basically, if you can see behind you a little more than a football field, so it's 200 feet,
Gotcha.
which is 66 yards, I want to say. I did the calculation.
Sure.
That's a little more than half a football field, right?
Yeah.
50 yards, 50-yard line.
50 yards
So
plus,
that'd be-
plus 10 for the end zone.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So you could see back 200 feet
Yeah.
on your two side mirrors,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it.
Because
Half
what
a
else
whole-
do you do if you're driving a U-Haul van and you
Right,
can't
exactly,
see? You gotta
exactly.
go through.
And folks, the laws are different for different states, so you got to look up your own state. But anyway, so I'm really super annoyed. This thing annoys me. You know, and it's like the car comes out, it's like, hey, look, mirror fell off. Are you kidding me? That frick, you know. And
Right.
this is like my third. I had to get a new replacement mirror, and they're not. If you get a replacement mirror, they're not, $15 or something, right? Because the other one, the thing fell off, and the nubbin that you
Nubbins. And that's the
put on
official
your-
scientific names for it.
that
Nubbins.
you put on your windshield, that of course came unglued from the windshield,
Yeah.
but stayed glued. It has somehow glued to the mirror, so I can't even use the mirror that came with it because it's stuck. The nubbin is stuck on there. I've tried to torch it off. I've just.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, but the whole thing with the glue is it's either too hot or too cold. And,
Yes.
and I think it fell off last year around this time. I do the same darn thing. So it lasted a year. And then you go on online forums and you read discussions, and it's like, I don't know, I live here where it's 0 degrees and 100 degrees and mine works fine. That's great. Let me come to your house and
Right.
bludgeon you with my original equipment rear
Right.
view mirror, because I know I'm not going to do that. God, I'm already violent on a Monday.
It's a little
This is
aggressive, but it's
curmudgeon,
okay.
right?
Yeah. But it's hard not to do that.
On brand. We're on brand.
We are on
It does say
brand.
coffee with curmudgeons.
Right. We are living it up to it. No,
You've
because
never
then
had your thing fall off?
yep. Oh, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it falls
But
off.
no, let me clarify that.
Yeah.
Have you ever had your rear view mirror fall off?
That too.
Okay.
But no, you go in there and it drops off, and then you're right. You get on those little forums, and because you want to find out all the information you can. Is there some secret riddle that people have the inside information, the skinny, the scoop about trying to get it to stick on things? So you get on there and you're chatting around, and then some dude always You're right. I live in this zone. I get like below freezing, and then I get these real hot temperatures.
Right.
And then it ends up devolving into me. I said, "Your name has got to be Richard because you're being a real."
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, yeah. I left it right there, folks.
I thought you were gonna make fun of the Buddha.
No.
It sounds like that's your relationship.
Buddha's
You just
home
make-
right now on his couch, like, "Oh, he came close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him."
Funny. Richard? What?
Richard.
I use that as profanity every day. Richard.
Right.
So yours falls off too.
It did. Yeah, I had a car once that kept falling off on me. And it was this running battle. Of course, I think the car was kind of like Christine, and it had a lot of issues with me, and I had issues with that. We could have gone to like guy car counseling, but I didn't want to go that route.
That happens, doesn't it?
It does, and then it's like a mirror, and then it's like something else and something else, and you're like, car. I know it's getting personal now.
Yeah,
right.
You just. At some point, you go out in your driveway and there's Jason with a baseball bat, just
Right. So now I got this new issue. Right, a couple days ago, my wife says that she had ran over some plastic, and she thinks it's that. Enough. She thinks it's this now. But every time I'm in the car, I smell this burning plastic smell.
Ooh.
And it's like, well, is it the plastic underneath, or is it a sign of something else going on the blink? You see, I don't know, because I look at all the gauges, like the temperature and everything like that, and everything is copacetic. Everything's cool. I listen, I turn off the stereo and I listen to make sure the engine's, purring like a kitten. And it is. It's going good, but I still get that burning plastic smell.
Yeah, yeah.
Like after the show, we can go upstairs and I'll turn on the engine and we can just stand around smelling burning plastic. See, smell that.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah,
We'll get high.
Yeah,
It's ran over something plastic, so it's probably somewhere lodged in. I mean, did you open up the thing and did you look under the garlic?
Yeah, I looked underneath it. Nothing is dripping. Nothing's leaking. Nothing is. There's no smoke pouring out. All the normal signs that something's on the blink.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some of the. I don't know.
I think It's not really urban legend, because I believe it's happened before.
Yeah.
It's when your wife comes home and she goes, "I ran over something. There was a bump."
And there's this red patch on the side of the bumper.
You go out the garage and it's like, "Help me!" It's like, oh. It's horrible. It's horrible.
We should never talk about this again,
Oh, man.
Now put them in a trunk.
Speaking of...
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's like, oh, it's great to see you boys again. That's great, Mom. Oh, great. Yeah, great pasta. Hey, Mom, can I borrow this knife?
Yeah,
we ran over a deer.
And it's a lonely night in the backwoods somewhere down, and we're hearing thunking going.
Upstate.
Yeah, because, we're
gotta go take care of that thing upstate.
It's a disposal problem at this point.
Anyway, enough about Anthony Scaramucci.
Oh, the mooch.
Oh, man. Last week.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, I was going to say something else that was in the news. It was horrific.
Yeah.
But last week, so we really do well.
Yeah.
We tend to poke fun at public figures, which is kind of,
what we do.
Well, it's what you can, it's like kind of an unwritten rule. I mean, nowadays in 2017, don't poke fun at anyone. It's like romper room around here, and
it's back in both ears now.
Okay.
It was just a little loose.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just can't hear it because I've had loud rock and roll in
It's me. It's user error.
Head.
I know you've been rocking out.
So John McCain came out a while back and did this weird thing on the Senate floor.
Yeah.
And people, not just us, but people kind of took note of that. And a week or two later, he's in, the hospital for major brain stuff. So that makes us feel good. And then, okay, so here's our Friday.
Yeah.
Like, if you were here Friday, were you here Friday? Was anyone here? I mean,
was anybody here?
So you're monitoring. Look, you're monitoring right now. There's Jason.
Yep, I'm monitoring news. I got my
news.
Yeah.
So we were doing that on Friday, and we had breaking news, which was something. I don't even remember what it was. So the night before,
it was Priebus. Wasn't it Priebus getting ran?
No, that happened after our show.
After.
It was something else. But anyway, Spicer, that was it. Spicer was on Monday. We had that.
Oh.
And then there was something else. Yes. So we come in, it's like 2 hours, 9 o'clock Pacific. And we come in, and you're monitoring the news because it's good to do that. And the night before, we had last week was, it was Spicer. I think that was Monday he resigned. Or Friday. It was one of those days when we were on there. broke when we were here. Yeah. And then we had the whole week last week. We had Trump at the Boy Scouts.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had
the law enforcement thing.
Yeah, and Jeff Sessions. That's another thing. Like we're monitoring. Is Jeff Sessions still the Attorney General? Right. And then we had the Scaramucci guy who was named. That was it. He was named. And then Thursday, I mean, we're reeling from his impromptu late night phone call with his reporter friend.
Wackadoo phone call with the New Yorker.
Talking about the sexual peccadillos of certain people in the White House.
Right.
No, it was an Italian euphemism about Steve Bannon.
Right.
Anyway,
he was referring to him doing Pilates.
And Priebus. And it was all this stuff about Priebus. Yeah. And it was after our show that Priebus resigned.
Right.
Well, so what happened was on Friday, because Thursday, we had a little skit kind of thing in honor of Mr. Italian-American Scaramucci, the Mooch. Yes. And lots of people are, the way he talks, the way he acts.
Yo, bada bing.
Well,
bada boom.
Somewhere in... Oh, God. Somewhere in that Friday afternoon, as Priebus is sitting on the tarmac in his SUV, and everyone's like, bye, see you later.
Getting pulled out. See
you later.
Go to the principal's office. You got to get out of line.
He's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Scaramucci's wife filed for divorce.
She did.
And so, again, and I thought to myself, didn't we just make fun of him today?
Yeah.
And... so page 6, New York Post.
Yep.
Must reading, along with TMZ.
That's right.
It was just
the Mooch.
So all
Mrs.
that
Mooch.
stuff happened on Friday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did the missile or no? That was the next day. I think
I think the missile was Friday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I even think Kim Jong-un was like, wait, let's let this settle out here for a minute, and then, because even he's trying to get on the front page, and it's like, oh, what?
Yeah.
How do I get on front page?
Right.
I don't know what accent that is, but that would be Kim Jong-un.
I put it down as Albanian.
Okay, well, he's got a little Albanian blood.
Right.
No, he doesn't. I don't know.
No. Yeah, no, the missile was Friday, and the response, we found out about the response, the bombers doing their little scare tactic on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, but you notice this. So now I'm thinking, great. If we want to parody a public figure, just expect some personal tragedy in their life the very next day.
Karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our karma, though.
Yeah.
It's
curmudgeon's karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, we got none. We got nothing. We're just like, oh, those guys. Yeah. I mean, it's not like anything that no one else is doing. That's what you do. So now I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but we're fighting the good fight. I mean, stuff happens. You got to comment on it. We comment on it. Just doesn't. Yeah. It's our bad luck that things literally polar opposite change in less than 24 hours after that.
We make fun of Spicy, he gets fired.
Right.
Make fun of Priebus, he gets fired. Make fun of Scaramucci, his wife files for divorce. You
know what though?
And they have like kids and stuff, and it's messy.
You know what this means though now, don't you?
What?
We have superpowers.
Well,
we have superpowers. If we say something bad happens afterward. So I mean, we got to be
2 words.
We got to be
Steve
cool.
Bannon. Let's be making lots. Yeah.
Let's hope that
Have you ever looked at pictures of that guy?
Yeah, he
doesn't look healthy.
No, in fact, if you aged him, well, actually, if he just keeps drinking for 3 more years, he'll look like the Emperor in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, ugh.
Yeah, he's got those bursted blood vessels in his nose. Like he's been drinking since Dark 30.
Great,
and
great. See, listen to Jason, which means it'll be like this afternoon. It's like.
Yeah.
Breaking Steve Bannon.
Well, think about it. We're just at this point. If it's Bannon, we're just doing a public service. I
don't know.
Evidently, he did try to do what Scaramucci said he did, and that's how he got rushed to the hospital by.
Oh, that's gross.
I don't know.
This is gonna be a weird week.
I'm not making this up. It's just fulfilling prophecy.
Seriously, is it gonna be 100 today?
It's gonna be close.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's going to be early 90s, and then afterwards it's going to peak up.
It's unacceptable.
I think by Thursday it's supposed to be like 108.
What?
Yeah. They said we could eclipse our record.
How does this happen in the Pacific Northwest? We're not like...
I don't know.
We're not Baja, California, sorry.
Ooh, in the meantime, Trump just slashed the EPA again.
Really?
No, I don't know, but it's climate change, and so things are heating up. And
well, the problem
isn't that ironic, though?
We had the coldest, crappiest winter.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be 112 degrees.
Right.
That's bad. Anyway, so the Scaramucci, yeah.
The Mooch.
She was...
And Mrs. Mooch.
Well, she was pregnant and had a kid.
Yeah.
And it was kind of sudden, right? And that does happen. And
sure.
And usually when you're 9 months, right, you're on the watch.
Oh, sure. Clock's ticking.
And you're paying. So Mooch was pretty much hanging out, having dinner with Hannity and Trump and all that in the White House as his wife was having a baby.
Yo, Mooch, pass me the salt.
So it's kind of bad stuff. So they've said there's been lots of strife.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know.
I'm so shocked by that.
Did you read that?
I can't believe strife, is always messing around with Scaramucci. Yeah. No, he seems like such a placid guy.
Well, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. It's just the whole thing is he's real. He and the Donald are like this, right?
Yes.
They're two, which makes sense because it's New York kind of thing. But anyway, it's very sad. I mean, family matters.
Cue the courtship of Eddie's father theme. Talking about my best friend.
That's pretty much kind of do it. So who's this guy? Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? John Kelly? No.
James Kelly.
James Kelly.
Yeah, he's the new chief of
staff. So he's a Reince Priebus, and he's a Marine.
He's a Marine
general.
Yeah.
How's he doing in the last
first day? Yeah, first day.
Oh, he had a staff meeting today, right?
Yeah, and he, of course, came over. He was the head of Homeland Security, and he now is taking over as chief of staff. And when they said it was him, of course, he is a former general.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so telegraphed because it's like the kids are out of hand. We need a stern babysitter.
Kids are all right. Kids are all right.
So this is like nothing. This is nothing but like the White House hiring Mr. Belvedere to come in and just like
Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, ride herd on them, right? Because you kids are out of control. We're gonna bring in,
You have to Google that.
Yeah, it's Mr. Belvedere.
Yes.
Charles is in charge now.
Yes.
Yeah. So good luck, Mr. Kelly. If you're a military man, you're probably if you have any hair left, you'll be pulling it out here at about 11 o'clock Eastern, which is, I don't know, it's past, so he should have no hair left.
So there'll be news this week.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
I predict...
World War III?
Yeah, I predict Kelly lights himself on fire and screams out of the White House around Thursday.
No.
Not literally. I'm kidding.
I don't know.
A kid.
When David Lynch writes stuff that's more real than reality, think about it.
Right.
It's like, no, this is, a Vortex, I can handle that.
Yeah.
Trump, speaking to the Boy Scouts, I don't know what's going on there.
See, now you got me going on Lynch, so now I'm seeing things in kind of a Lynchian fashion.
Yeah.
Because I'm hip deep in Twin Peaks, right?
Yeah.
So now when stuff happens, I relate it to David Lynch in Twin Peaks, so I'm like, and you're right. Oh my gosh, the whole Mooch and his wife thing, the Boy Scout thing. This is a scene right off of like season 1.5 of Twin Peaks.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, so the other thing that happened last week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was end of last week. It didn't hit the radar. It didn't hit the news. The news. I don't know, the teletype, whatever. What do we call them nowadays?
The Wire.
The Wire, the news wires. There's no news wires. There's no teletype. But you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
But I remember when they,
when they did.
Is Ed Newsom in the newsroom?
Didn't they call them like telex machines?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they'd just be like the whole time.
Yeah.
Back into Watergate. I think
Yes.
they still had like at one point I remember Watergate and they'd just break in. People, the soap operas, they'd watch the soap operas during the day. And the problem is the soap operas, all the major soap operas, they pretty much canceled their seasons during Watergate because they couldn't. It was like, go home.
Crap, we can't compete with this.
No, because the news organizations of those
Would just bust in.
Yeah. And I remember, there's like kind of famous, like, coming off that word, reading this right now, President resigns. Says, President is resigning at noon today. It's like,
Right. Walter Cronkite,
I'm not a crook.
Right. What it is, what it was, what it shall be. The president resigns. Effective.
Apollo 13.
Yes.
That was another one.
Yes.
3 NASA astronauts are in peril.
Right.
NASA is working the project.
They are calling it a slingshot maneuver around the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Because there was no internet or anything. There was just the television, which was like a couple, 2-3 channels.
TV and radio. That's and newspapers, but I mean...
Yeah, they put out an edition. Did they do that in
remember that in the old days? Yeah. The Sunrise edition, and then the extra, read all about it,
That's, I think, I talked about the terrorism, right? Terrorism attack being abroad during actually probably the most major terrorist attack that was in London. That was there.
That's right, yeah.
And the way we found out is all this weird stuff was going on, and, we're like in a bus. I don't know if it was a double-decker. It could have been. Ooh. And driving by, and they still had, I think they still do it traditionally, but they would print the front page in London and then put it out there to get the edition.
Yeah.
We're driving by, and it says, major terrorist attack on Palace Guard. Hey, aren't we going there? That's how it found out. It was like everyone's like, "Hey!" staring out the. It's like something out of a movie, staring out the window.
Right.
It's like on the way in the bus. To Buckingham Palace, and it's like guard bombed, IRA terrorist. It's like, okay, that's crazy. But anyway, that was the old days.
Right. Yeah. And then now everything's at the speed of now. You get these alerts over your phone or whatever, and you're connected.
So anyway, this didn't hit the wire.
Yeah.
Man, and I had to go listen to it. There's this lady in Ohio. Did you hear about this? She calls 911, and I'm not gonna. I could play the call. You don't want to play the call.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I should. No.
Just to teach her a lesson.
She calls 911.
Yeah.
And she goes, I've got a boa constrictor around my neck and it's choking me
and
biting my nose. Stuck to my nose. And the you can listen to it online, and the dispatcher is going, "What? You have a what? Where?
Right.
What?"
And because of because we are of a certain generation, right? When I see or hear the comment about a boa constrictor stuck to my face, the mental image I get right then is bam in the movie Alien, where the thing's planted on the dude's, right there on the old.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I get every time. I know the alien's not a boa constrictor, but to me, that's what reminds me of something right there.
Not me.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Jungle Book.
Ooh, Mowgli. Mowgli got a little too fresh with the snake, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Baloo.
I always the snake song because I had the record.
Yeah, I did too when I was a kid.
Everyone had that record.
It's like Golden Treasures record.
It was great.
Yeah, I had that.
Good. Just like and of course it had the bare necessities. I never saw the new one.
Right.
They remade it. Right.
Yes.
CGI.
Not me, dude. I'm watching the old 50s.
I think Bill Murray played the bear.
He did Baloo?
Yeah,
I thought it was John Goodman.
Okay, John Goodman.
I don't know.
Anyway, I just remember the bare necessities.
Right. I'm a purist, man. Don't give me I love Bill Murray and John Goodman. Don't get me wrong. But give me Phil Harris any day of the week when he does that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know.
50 extra bonus points for saying Phil Harris.
There you go. There's a lot of jazz in that one. Maybe that's why I like jazz. It's very jazzy.
You got it at a young age in like the crib.
Yeah.
They're planting seeds of jazz in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I just think of the snake in the because as a kid that his song freaked me out.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the song.
You're planting that in my head now.
If I play it, they'll just ding it. But
first it's Captain Beefheart, now it's the snake. I'm gonna have a really weird afternoon today.
I'm gonna have a real weird afternoon. This is not the week. Yeah. What was it? Harrison Ford says in the new Star Wars. This is not how this day was supposed to turn out.
That's the story of my life, man.
So she has the snake, but here's the thing. She says it's a rescue snake.
A rescue snake?
Yeah. And the lady's trying to figure out what he's on the dispatch. And at one point she goes, what is this?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this before. Right. You know, being a dispatcher, you've got to take a lot of interesting calls.
Sure.
I have a lot of respect for people who do the dispatch.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean you're right because everything's getting thrown at them.
Yeah.
And it's never good because no one's calling 911 just to say, "Hey, how's your day?"
People do.
Really?
Yeah, people get high and whatnot and do stupid stuff and they call 911 and it's a totally you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
But you know.
Hey, who am I talking to?
You call 911 if you
Hey Marge.
Have an emergency and you need the police or the paramedics or whatever to come deal with it right now. So she got the snake. It's on her nose.
Yeah.
It's a boa, which is weird.
To eat her.
Yeah, and around her neck. And then at some point she goes, they're talking to this lady, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And then she says something about, well, the other 11 snakes are in their cages in the house.
Yeah, not what you want to hear.
You know,
snake lady.
Crazy snake lady.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to me. Now we're denigrating this poor woman. But, you know, and I watched the local, I wanted to see the local report. They released the 911 tape.
Yeah.
So I listened to that. And I went to, it's outside of Lakeland. It's off the lake, I guess. Little small town off of, I guess, Lake Michigan. I don't know. Mm-hmm. They're up in Chicago way.
Yeah.
Lake Shore or something. I can't remember.
Gotcha.
So I watched their local Fox News report. Yeah. And the reporters out there. And they kind of had the house there.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, so I'm thinking you've got 11 snakes. I was like thinking compound, rescue animal kind of sanctuary kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. It was just this little house. Didn't look big, little house. And somewhere in there are 11 snakes in cages.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, You talk about crazy cat lady?
Yeah.
Crazy snake lady.
Right.
And I'm just
that's
like,
even scarier. If it's
she's on the phone, in dire situation. I'm thinking to myself, if you already have,
though, like,
if you own 11 snakes, that would be it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's the nature of your emergency?
I'm sorry, you sound muffled. Can you please say that again?
But if you have 11 snakes in your home, I mean,
you probably should expect it then at some point, right?
Yeah. And then they had a snake. They always have like a snake expert on. They had like the local veterinarian from this town.
Yeah.
Or some veterinarian, and they're like, well, you see, if this was a rescue snake, they get
traumatized.
They get traumatized and they get scared, so they're going to do this. And I don't know. See, we're talking about it, so something, she survived,
right?
At least as of today. Snake. 11 snakes.
Yeah.
You know, these are like the people like when you read the blotter. The police blotter, and they go into someone's house and there's an alligator in the bathtub or something, and you're like, why the hell?
Say hello to Albert.
Yeah, unless you're Don Johnson, you don't need an alligator in your bathtub.
Or like the that one movie, they walk in the hotel room and Mike Tyson's got a tiger.
What?
Yeah, remember that movie?
No. I have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
the one with Bradley Cooper and Galifianakis. It's
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, what is that? They made like 3 of those movies. It's like a bachelor party in the first one. They go to Vegas, and they all end up drunk, passed out, and then they wake up, and they're in Mike Tyson's apartment in Las Vegas, and there's a tiger in the bedroom. Yeah.
Jeez, man. I don't know. You're watching those fine
I can't remember
fine films.
I can't remember what the name is now.
No wonder you're fascinated by Cassavetes.
Right.
What is this? No, I mean, the only bachelor party movie I remember was the early Tom Hanks. Back when...
That is a classic.
Everyone's like Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan, Apollo 13 and all that.
This is bosom buddies
Tom Hanks. Yeah. The early years of Tom Hanks.
The ones you like to forget.
No, but they're good. They're great comedies.
Bachelor Party is a classic.
Hilarious.
It's a classic.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
Great movie. Yeah, there's a scene in that movie. It's one of my favorite comedy scenes. And it's so just like him, Tom Hanks. He's playing tennis with his future father-in-law.
Yep.
And nobody likes anybody.
Yep.
And they're rich. He's like marrying a gal from Means.
Yes.
And so he goes out on their tennis court. I think it's their private tennis court.
They're private ones, yeah.
And so he doesn't play tennis. So his future father-in-law, who's all uptight and everything, serves.
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks just like takes it like a baseball bat. And
hits a home run,
home run, hits the tennis ball out of the court, and he's like, whoa, yeah. And he does this like more than once, and you just the father-in-law is like sitting there, and it's just classic Tom Hanks.
I will have you know that scene single-handedly had me kicked out of every tennis court for at least 2 years.
Know, right?
Because you got to reenact it, right?
Because that's all you wanted to do when you play tennis is be Tom Hanks.
It isn't tennis anymore. It's a home run derby. You know? You know, there it goes. Yeah. I can say honestly that I did that for a while afterwards. After watching that movie, I blame you, Mr. Hanks.
Yeah. The other thing is you'll never order hot dogs again in a Chippendales.
Right. Should we call you Nick or Mr.?
Oh, my gosh.
Nick's fine.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Fine comedy.
Is that a foot long?
Oh, no.
And then some. Yes.
It just was the bachelorette party.
Right.
Oh, right. It's horrible. I'd like, I mean, people like... I mean, this wasn't... Well, I don't know. It's not as bad as like
80,
American...
82, 83?
It's not as bad as like American Pie or Porky's, 84? Is it? Probably. Is it up there? Okay.
It's pretty risque. Yeah. But hey, it's
just... I don't know.
I like when he's on his bus and he's the bus driver.
Yeah.
And the kids pile on there and he's got this statue of the Virgin Mary, but when the nuns leave, he takes the statue off and it's a hula girl dancing around. He goes, welcome to something airlines. Our destination is hell and beyond.
Yeah.
As he goes cruising down the street.
Yeah, that's right. He's his big finale with the bus or something.
Oh yeah, it's great stuff.
Tom Hanks, look him up. The old movie Bachelor Party.
Right.
Still, I think one of my favorite movies, and it's an all-star cast. It has Tom Hanks. It has Carrie Fisher, the wonderful Carrie Fisher,
and
The Burbs,
and
a
young
Michael. What's his name? Bruce Dern is in it.
Bruce Dern, a young Adrian Zmed, pre T.J. Hooker, pre Grease 2.
Yeah,
or it may have been pre. It
has one of the
Grease 2 is 82, so it
also has one of the. What were the kids? They both had the same name back then, and I don't know, that one. Yeah, Corey has one of the Coreys in it.
Gotcha.
Remember the Coreys?
Corey Haim, Corey Feldman.
I think it's Corey Feldman is in the Burbs.
Two Coreys.
Yeah, the two Coreys. Corey Feldman, I believe, is in the Burbs. That's a great movie.
Oh, the Burbs. Yeah,
fantastic movie. That's the one I was thinking
I was still on.
No. I was thinking of Tom Hanks comedies.
Gotcha. Yeah, you'd moved on. I was still on Bachelor Party.
I got to move on.
When did he
fall asleep?
See, I think Hanks changed after he did the movie Big.
Yeah.
I think everything before Big was straight comedy, and Big was kind of a comedy, but it kind of had that,
yeah, and then he
emotional feel to it, and then after that he went full on Philadelphia.
Forrest Gump and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was kind of that period of movie making where it's like, yeah, it's this may be a great film, but
Right.
I'm not going to see it. I need to laugh.
Right.
It was, yeah. But anyway,
Yes.
early Tom Hanks. Go
Early
look it up.
Tom Hanks, yes.
And the original Jungle Book.
The original Mowgli, yeah. The bare necessities.
Yeah. And don't keep 11 snakes in your little house. Oh, man.
Right.
I'm sure the follow-up is bad, right?
She had a follow-up.
No, I'm sure it will be.
Oh, okay.
Because we're mentioning it, so.
Another snake got to
Yeah.
her man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rescue snakes.
Trump says no chaos as he swears in his new chief of staff. No chaos.
No chaos, yeah.
So there you go. And then this is sad news, speaking of the world of entertainment. It just popped up in the headlines. You saw it there. The Sam Shepard. Actor and playwright.
Playwright.
Passed away
73,
today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was big on Broadway. Of course, moviegoers will recognize him from such stellar performances. The Right Stuff.
Yeah, man. And other films.
Yeah. He was like, 60, 70 movies. Prolific career.
Was he still, he was married to that Jessica Lange.
Yes.
Is there?
Very true.
If they were still. Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
73. He said he had.
He had a ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen much of him.
No, but he leaves behind a real varied, prolific body of work. And
Pulitzer Prize winning.
Yeah, and a very
good actor.
Yeah, great actor.
Yeah.
He was an actor's actor.
Yeah.
So Sam Shepard, rest in peace. 73 years old, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Right. So happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got going
everything.
on here.
I'm just like totally. I see. I've got. I got so much to do this week. A lot of stuff. We're off on Wednesday because I'm off. I guess the one good thing about it is I'll be in air conditioning all day. So there you go. Mm-hmm. I think. I hope. Well, it's got to be.
I hope.
Well. I mean, convention centers are usually air conditioned.
They're central air. Everything is
don't go outside.
A robust 64, something like that.
Right.
64.9.
And then then there was this song thing. I had this music. We got the music, and I went down to the Open Signal folks.
Yes.
Dropped off some videos for their station. Not any of ours, but other stuff.
Right.
So that's good. Yeah. Whatever.
Excellent.
Yeah. So it's just that kind of a Monday, and because we're kind of like we're on in case something breaks. You get messages and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're finding that usually the news happens, even though it's East Coast after.
Yeah. They plan it like.
I know it's like wait till they're off.
Right.
I really didn't keep up with anything this weekend. Did anything else happen this weekend?
Or
did we just like kind of take a deep breath, all go to, I don't know.
I sat around
church.
watching soccer.
Okay, yeah.
On Saturday.
I missed the soccer.
Tottenham, they let me down. Those boys really let me down on Saturday. I am.
Well, they played Manchester City. Man City, yeah.
And I'm giving them a stern finger shaking right now. You boys, I'm disappointed in you boys.
And I think the Timbers had a big game, but I believe they were doing pretty good, but they tied it up, right?
Yeah, it's like
it was a tie.
Yeah, it's like a Christmas where you open up your first present. It's a great remote control car. I'm so excited. And then a little bit later, you open up and you get socks. So it's like a mixed bag, and that's the way it was. Because Timbers roll out. They come busting out of the gate. Bam. First goal, everyone's going crazy, like wow, and they're firmly in control. I mean, they're controlling the ball. They're making great moves, and then the bottom falls out.
Right.
And then they, Houston ties it a little bit later. Portland redeems itself. They kick a second goal, and everyone's like, well, surely that's because they're firmly in control. Denver's gonna take it, and then towards the end. The Houston scores again, and it's 2-2 tie.
Yeah,
that is one. I think out of all the games so far this year, that is one. I bet you the Timbers, it's going to haunt them because at their at the 4 seed, these guys needed this game.
Yeah.
Because Houston is not that far away from them. Now they had to split the points, where they So,
yeah, it's I actually did try to dial that one up, but they wouldn't let me. So.
Yeah. And Tottenham let me down.
Yeah.
Here I'm excited because here in the States, you don't see that much Tottenham. You gotta hunt and find it. And ESPN, of course, was carrying the Champions League, which is some of the games are being held right here. And this one was being held in the fine city of Nashville, Tennessee.
Was it a cup or a friendly, though? I don't know.
No, it's cup. It's the Champions.
The Euro thing.
Yeah, Champions Cup.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And, I was all excited about it. They had the cool dark blue uniforms. I'm like, surely that is an omen of good things. It's a harbinger of good things to come. And then they came out and literally just kind of laid down on the field and
Yeah.
I wasn't too happy.
Yeah.
How can you have a cool name like Tottenham, right? You gotta have a cool name like Tottenham, and then you just go down and lay down on the field. How can you do that?
Yeah, I'm not. I know there's all the cups and stuff, and I'm always unclear what happens in the summer because then you get the fall, and then you actually get the
Premier League
play going on, and then seems like that's when stuff gets real. But it's then because other players are off doing other things.
Yeah, on loan, national teams. Nagby again when he was doing the Gold Cup had a fantastic outing. That guy just,
yeah. So there's actually another death, another past movie kind of entertainment. We had Sam Shepard
this morning.
Jean Moreau. She was 89 years old. Star of much French films.
Mm-hmm.
French film.
Mm-hmm. I do recognize the name.
Yeah, Jean Moreau. Mm-hmm. One of which being, is it Truffaut's Jules and Jim? Jules and Jim. So yeah, she passed away too. That's interesting. I was kind of like, what is this thing here? HBO hacked upcoming episodes. Game of Thrones data leaked online. Did you hear this one?
No.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm gonna check this out.
I don't know. Well, that's according to EW. I don't know. It just says it, I don't know. Again, I'm not the Game of Thrones person, so, and I didn't even watch all my stuff. Upcoming episodes of a couple series, and at least one alleged script or treatment have been put online by hackers who breached the company's systems. You'd think that would happen more often. I mean, the way hacking works.
No, yeah.
Remember what happened to Sony?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like everything got put online,
Isn't that funny?
And then they blamed it on the curtain. I don't know.
I love the fact that, are they going into secret government labs to get sort of, hack in there? Mm-hmm. Are they hitting databases? No, they're going on to HBO to, I got to find out what's going on in Game of Thrones, man. I'm going to hack right into them. And next thing you know.
Right. Well, there was that Sony thing.
Yeah.
And they were... I'm not sure where we wound up on that because they blamed it on the North Koreans because they had that movie.
Oh, The Interview.
Yeah. And it was still kind of and we were all like, is it really? Or was it just some disgruntled IT people inside the company?
Yeah.
And that's always the thing that
you never hear about that because they don't want the copycat.
Well, it seems like when things get hacked, we immediately blame Russians, Chinese, this or that. And maybe, again, maybe that is the case. But there's also internal hacking.
Yes.
I mean, the DNC, right? The storyline is the Russians.
Yeah.
But it's actually John Podesta doing the wrong thing in his email that opened up the keys to the...
Right.
To the thing.
When he did that, left it vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
which is what happens.
Exploit.
Yeah. And, and they had it right there. Yeah. Dude, we talked about we already talked about the Debbie Wasserman Schultz stuff, right?
She's a real piece of work.
We talked about that the guys flying off to Pakistan, and oh man. And that story kind of gets buried a little bit.
It is.
So you have to look at that. Everyone's like,
And everyone wonders why the DNC is having such a credibility problem.
Yeah. Well,
Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Yeah. I think stuff is going to go down there.
I think so too. I mean, she's already lawyered up to the hilt.
Oh, good.
And
good.
Well,
good.
Yeah, and
good.
every time there's a little leak about that, you find out just a little crumb more of information, and it never's good because she was up to her eyeballs and in shady shenanigans. And so when people are like, geez, I don't understand how Hillary lost, well, that's part of the reason why Hillary lost is people like that who are supposed to have your back. They're kind of just shady.
Politics. I know. I'm sure by Friday, be here on Friday, and it'll be,
all rosy, and actually it's gonna be hotter than.
It still feels hot down here. It
It's
feels
a little warm, yeah.
I'm
gonna get one of those clip-on fans.
I know. The size of the seat in your airlines.
Sure.
The feds are looking into this now.
Okay, what are they doing?
Well, because airlines keep. You know how they keep packing you in?
Yeah, like sardines.
Aviation regulators ordered to reconsider in the case of incredible shrinking airline seats. So the feds have been looking into this because it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, I was a little angry enough when they wouldn't give me peanuts anymore. Now they have someone sitting on my lap.
Yeah.
Well,
you're lucky enough that your airline isn't pulling you out of the seat and beating you.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Right?
Yeah, it's part of their amenities package, right? You're not into this.
Or if you're Ann Coulter,
right?
You're getting booted out of your seat in a tweet storm.
Oh yeah, when you get they call it instead of business class they call it B class now because you could either be on business class or get a beating. Mm-hmm. It's like a lottery.
Yeah, it's like an Eddie Izzard comedy routine. You go up to the ticket counter and it's like cake or death. Cake.
Right. Because then
running out of cake.
Then I imagine they have those little bingo machines that they have in like old folks' home where you're twirling it around and you got the balls inside the little round cage. Like, all right, who's going to get beat today? Open it up. C13. C. Like, all right, I want a good beating. And then, that could be I'm thinking that's another business idea that we should do here at the fabulous NuzBox headquarters. We should start our own airline, and that's going to be our that's going to be our selling point. We're just going to offer beatings, and then we'll give them like Jell-O. That could be great.
That's lovely. We could just offer beatings.
That could make millions. Yeah, and then we'll do it like because we want to do it democratically, right? We don't want to show any favor. And so we get those little, the old folks' homes, bingo, the little round ball that you twirl around, spin it around. Balls are, going every which way. Then you reach in and, like, row R, seat 7. Great, I want a beating. Next thing you know. Anyway, that's just me. It's Monday. I've had very little sleep. This is what you get.
No, we're totally doing that. In music news,
yes,
there's some good news. Here's some good news,
please.
Do you know the jazz? Do you know Esperanza Spalding?
I've heard. I don't know if I've ever heard.
Portland,
really?
Oregon, bass player.
Maybe that's right.
Jazz and singer has won how many Grammys? She's won. Grammy Award winner. Esperanza, she won just about every award. Grammys, Smithsonian Award, an NAACP Image Award, a Frida Kahlo Award, Boston Music Award. When I had the jazz show, I played some of her stuff. And she actually, like her backing band and stuff are Portland folks that used like side guys, sax players and stuff, play with Mel Brown at the late Jimmy Max, which don't look for it. It's not there anymore. Anyway, she is going to be a professor at Harvard University.
Wow.
So
congratulations.
Now a Harvard professor. So she's been made a professor of something. Yeah. Music stuff. So that's good. So she's pretty cool. She taught at Boston's Berklee College of Music.
Wow.
From 2005 to 2008. Wow, I did not know that. I didn't know that she taught there.
It's like them and like the preeminent, isn't it? Like them and then like Juilliard. It's like the preeminent creme de la creme of.
And used to be, I don't know, or North Texas State.
Oh.
Outside of Dallas, DFW. That was the other place, North Texas. Boston. So she's going to be a Harvard professor now.
Wow.
So she's that's like one of the people who have been doing jazz and popularizing jazz and putting jazz in the charts.
Yeah.
Because jazz isn't so much in the charts.
Did not know she was from Portland.
Oh yeah. You bet. Played a lot around here. Played with a lot of people, so we'll have to ask our buddy Richard. He may have done some stuff with her. So there's that. So that's good news. See, there's good news. And I have something for you here.
Okay.
I want you to. You're not supposed to stare at the monitor.
We're not going to get copyrighted.
I hope not. I don't think so. But I wanted to play you this newfound old doo-wop guy. God, I'm so jammed in here, and you can just.
I know exactly. Yeah.
Sorry. Listen to this guy.
Yep.
Nice doo-wop music there.
Wow.
An angel is missing from heaven tonight.
Yeah.
And if they start counting.
You're gonna die!
He's gonna break out and last in line anytime now.
I know.
A man on the top of mountain.
Ladies, folks, that is a young Ronnie James Dio.
Right?
Mr. Holy Diver himself.
Holy Diver.
That is Ronnie James Dio and the Red Caps. What year was this? 61.
Wow.
1961.
A young Ronnie James Dio.
Well, we knew this. We knew that before Dio donned his ripped up spandex and headbands or whatever.
Pre-Black Sabbath,
before Black Sabbath, before Rainbow, before what was that other band he was in?
I don't remember,
but he was a doo-wop singer. The guy here's the thing. This is why I always like when I listen to his solo stuff, when I listen to his music.
Yes.
You always said, guy's got a voice.
He's got pipes, man.
You know, he's you know.
And he had to say the one thing, because heavy metal kind of disguises a lot of stuff, but Ronnie James Dio had his vocal range was insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
What is this? An angel? An angel is missing. I love it. There's I don't know if I can show you here. It's a really good picture of him right there. There he is. There's Mr. Dio as a young doo-wop singer.
Thoughtful with his hand under his chin.
Oh, yeah.
Staring out at the world.
I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah.
He would have been like the Frankie Valli.
Yes.
Of
heavy metal's Frankie Valli.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was on where was that? Society of Rock.
Gotcha.
Late metal legends, early doo-wop track surface, and the way he used to sound will blow your mind.
Let's take a quick poll. Do we get hit for the copyright or not?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We'll
find out. Dio. I don't think so because it's actually kind of a crappy recording. Like they really got that 45 out of there, but
well, I'm sure
it's a Dio and
there's Dio, Rainbow,
Ronnie Dio and the Red Caps.
Sweet.
An Angel is Missing and Blue Days, Blue Nights. Yeah, you just really want him to break out at some point. An angel is missing, the Holy Diver.
Right. Man on the Silver Mountain.
Elf. Seen a band,
yes.
His band Elf, Black Sabbath. And, Elf. I'm not as familiar as Elf.
Yeah, Elf was his gateway. That's the one where he started switching from doo-wop and pop to active sort of gothic rock early on, Because I think Elf was it pre or post Black Sabbath? I want to say pre.
I think it's pre.
Yeah, I want to say that it was. You could
Rainbow
tell
too, right?
Yeah, Rainbow was later though, I believe.
Yeah.
Like a rainbow in the dark. Yeah.
Yeah, but the band, yeah. Well, he did yeah.
Fun Ronnie James Dio fact. Because he had such a his rocker voice, he could growl and he had that. But funny Ronnie James Dio voice. He is one of those guys, one of the few guys that when he sung his scale, right, when he went from regular voice up into falsetto, you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It was so seamlessly done. Hey, useless Ronnie James Dio fact number 413.
Yeah, no, I mean he's you could tell that he really had
he's got the chops.
the great voice. I mean those just listen to some of his albums.
Yeah,
you're like, wow, it's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that was the thing. It's
all put into like a barely 5-foot frame. I think it's 4'11" or 5 foot. He was not a tall
good
guy,
performer.
but he's an excellent performer.
I missed his show live just because I was.
Yeah, and he was one of those guys that after he passed away.
Yeah.
Everyone, you heard about it when he was living too. Don't get me wrong, but just one of those guys, like such the sweetest guy. Yeah. I mean, for a guy that had climbed the pinnacle of rock and roll, did not have an ego, would sit there, one of the few guys to go around without an entourage. If someone said, "Hey, Ronnie, can I get an autograph from you?" He never, evidently, he never acted put out or whatever. Yeah, I'm happy to do it for you. And Ronnie James Dio, man, love it.
Oh boy, the whole new Google News on your desktop is such a disaster. They now have a section called Fact Check on the right. Yeah. Oh, good. See, and like Elvis Costello said, who's fact checking the fact checkers?
Ooh,
fact checking the fact checker.
Totally random comment. Is it Oliver's Army? I don't know. Oliver's Army.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What's your favorite Elvis Costello song?
I like. Is it the Watching the?
That's a good one.
And the one you used to play on.
What's so
Turning
funny
Left.
about peace, love, and understanding?
Yeah, there's a lot of good.
I love that. Veronica too.
Yeah.
That's a cool song.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun Elvis Costello stuff. He's a classic.
Yeah, and he's married to Diana Krall.
Yes, that's correct. Speaking of more jazz,
what a power!
At least we know of today.
Right.
Unless we look that up and find out that that's gone awry, or we get some Page 6 news in the afternoon, because that's how we would roll.
Oh, we shouldn't have mentioned that. Oh, poor Elvis.
We can't message anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did we talk about Sam Shepard last week?
We probably did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elvis.
Trump on North Korea. It will be handled.
That's reassuring.
Oh,
Thank you, Mr. President. You are the voice of... I can't even finish that sentence.
Yeah.
Satire fails me.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just... it's just kind of... It's the calm before the storm, as always. And like I said, sometimes you have a weekend and you're getting prepped for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You see this, I think this is in Nevada. The creepy clown motel that's being sold. That's pretty fine. Oh, look at that. Gotta love that. When I was growing up, clowns weren't considered creepy.
No.
But now everyone a different age is
it changed it all, man.
Yeah?
You
think so?
For me it was Bozo the Clown. The clowns were happy.
Rusty Nails.
Rusty Nails. Clowns were the physical comedy balloon guys. They all Clown Car.
Otherwise known as the administration.
Oh.
Wow, that's what we should do.
Yeah. What's that? Get a
It
clown
would
car?
only be like a pain in the butt. No, we should dress up as clowns and do this show.
Ooh.
Like we should actually put the makeup on and everything.
Yeah,
Do a
but
clown, and then
look-
people would be so creeped out they wouldn't.
right.
You know.
Look at this mug, right?
Oh, yeah,
I cannot pull off a
you-
clown.
you
I'm
would
like Captain
totally.
Spaulding
Have
at
you
that
ever
point.
done a clown?
Let
Let me rephrase that. Have you ever dressed up as a clown?
Well, does Kiss count?
Well, kind of.
I remember back in the late 80s, maybe an outfit I was with, we decided we all got really ripped and
Yeah.
took to the stage wearing Kiss makeup.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Like everybody did.
Yeah.
I did it. I did. Wow. I did. I really got into it too.
Yeah.
And I did what the
Were you Peter Criss?
no, not Kiss. I'm talking about clown.
Oh, clowns. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Yeah.
Yep. It was a thing. I used to. Oh man, I miss those guys, those people, those folks.
Yeah. Clowns, yeah.
We all. There was some infamous stuff that happened though, but not. We all got into cars, not driving, but
Yeah.
like limousine, like
Yeah.
town cars.
Yeah.
And I have video of this.
Uh-oh.
I actually have
Yeah?
video of this. Yes,
Okay.
I could maybe find it online.
we need for this to surface.
It went to all the wineries dressed as clowns.
Oh.
Down in and I was Emmett Kelly. The
No,
Emmett Kelly,
yes.
the hobo. Because I was like,
The
well,
hobo
what clown
clown.
would I be? What clown? And then I was
The
like,
stick with the bag.
it's with the 5 o'clock shadow, and oh man, I had to get like an antique tuxedo, even
Ooh.
like all tattered up.
Right.
That was pretty convincing. I mean, it was we spent some time on these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should look
I
that
like
up.
that. Didn't he appear a bunch? Not maybe I'm talking wrong.
Television, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't he appear for a while on Ernie Kovacs?
He may
Emmett
have. Yeah.
Kelly?
He was on the different. He had that look that
Yes.
that he was the
Him and Red Skelton had that
Depression
sort of
era. Oh, Red Skelton. That's right.
Had
Red
that-
Skelton was creepy.
Yeah.
He was clown creepy.
Yeah.
And then we had Rusty Nails.
Rusty
who
Nails.
lived to be like. I found out-
140.
Yeah, I found out. Did you send me that thing? You sent me that
21 best local
thing.
icons.
The 21 best
Yeah.
local icons, and it had Heck Harper.
Yeah.
And it had Rusty Nails. That was the one
Rusty
that I was
Nails.
very excited about.
Yeah.
I saw him in the mid 2000s with when my kid was little,
Wow.
out at the Alpenrose Dairy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he was old. He was in his
He
80s.
Passed, he passed away not too long ago. It's
A couple of years ago, I want to say.
we
a
were
few years.
we were gonna interview him,
Yeah, yeah.
and
He was going strong. I want to say this
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, 2005, 7, something in there.
yeah,
Right? 2008. And here at Alpenrose, and it's like here he had his own little place, and he would do his magic tricks, and he'd talk to the kids. And I was like, I'm like sitting there going, Rusty freaking Nails. I'm just like,
You didn't say frickin' though, did you?
yeah.
And you yelled it
And
for
all the
everyone to
kids turned
hear.
around
Rusty.
And
Yeah.
Rusty goes, oh, no. We do not say the potty words.
Sorry, Rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been bad. You come here, and then he had to put a balloon in coming out of my
wanted
ears.
to clean out, yeah.
Yeah. Like the clowns do, right?
Sure, they're messing with you.
How in the hell do you get a balloon through a...
Wow, it's magic. Thank you, Rusty.
Yeah, he was going strong at the Alpenrose.
Didn't Groening? Wasn't that
Yes.
part of the Krusty?
Yes.
Was kind of off Rusty Nails?
He based
Krusty?
Krusty the Clown
Yeah.
off of Rusty Nails.
Right, yeah.
But as they pointed out, it wasn't. Krusty's not anything like Rusty.
No.
Rusty was nice. Krusty was Krusty.
He was crusty.
Yeah. So, but I was surprised myself. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. This guy's. I was like, he's still
Still doing
alive.
it.
He's still doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds horrible, but it's what we do.
In a good way, though. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, that's cool.
I know.
Rusty Nails.
Isn't that terrible that you get up to a point Like here, you're just an old man who's
Yeah.
been entertaining kids forever in clown makeup.
Yeah.
Like forever. For decades and decades and decades. Like half a century.
Yeah.
And people respond to him like,
Dude.
wow, you're still alive?
Yeah, like
You're
he's
still
Abe
around?"
Vigoda, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, I can't believe you're above ground. Good for you. Like,
Oh.
dude, I'm just trying to make a living here, buddy. I'm rusty freaking nails.
I can't find that thing.
And that's when the narrator comes in, but he didn't say frickin'.
Yeah. Rusty freaking nails, I can't believe it. Yeah. I want to find out.
I got to remember that because next time I have to make some sort of random exclamation.
James Allen was his name.
Oh,
That was the other thing, too. I was like, James Allen.
yeah.
Dad? Grandpa?
Grandpa? I don't know. I did have an Uncle Jimmy.
There you go.
Oh.
Could have been Rusty. He died actually 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
July 28th of
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah. We were going to have him on the show.
July 28th of 2015. So just
Yeah.
2 years ago, Mr. Nails,
Yeah.
James Allen,
Yeah.
passed away. He was
Uncle Jimmy.
87 years.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Salute to Rusty Nails, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those guys. If you're not, I mean, we're probably the last generation who knew him as, you know,
Named after a Scotch drink, the Rusty Nail.
There's stories behind
Drambuie
that.
Scotch, the Rusty Nail cocktail recipe. No, but he was attributed to
Nice.
inspiring Matt Groening to do the Krusty the Clown character. Because
Hey.
Matt is a Portlander.
When did you think the clown image turned from something happy-go-lucky into something sinister?
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's what I was saying. Because when I
Is it
was growing
Gacy?
up, when I thought,
I know I had to go there. I'm sorry,
that's a good point, though.
but I'm
That is
thinking,
a
when
good
was
point.
it though?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because up to then there was Bozo the Clown, another happy, real
Yeah.
happy children laughter clown.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh my God, clowns, you know, I got
Yeah.
clownophobia, you
Yeah.
know. And so
That's a
was
good
it
point.
like that where people are like, oh my gosh.
I went down that rat hole one day, and I don't know why. It was probably like you do.
Not Gacy, right?
Yeah, no, like you do. You know,
Okay.
you might just be
Why-
sitting
why
around.
did you
might
lock
have your
the studio
laptop
door?
or whatever,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of like, it's a sunny afternoon, and you go, I'm wondering about serial killers. And 3 hours later,
Right.
Wikipedia, the magic of the internet, and there were pictures of him
Yeah,
in the
dressed
clown,
as,
and you're just like,
and no one saw that coming just
Yeah.
by looking at the picture.
yeah,
You know, I one of my friends, a buddy of mine
God.
back in the day, remember that movie they made about him called Gacy?
yeah. Was that Tommy Lee Jones or something?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it was like 90s or something like that. Well, a buddy of mine, he's like,
Yeah.
hey, we gotta watch a movie, dude. I'm gonna bring over a movie. Like, all right, cool. Shows up and he puts that in the VCR. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, what in the heck are you doing? I don't want to watch that.
It's a
So we ended
feel-
up turning off like a half an hour after I got in because it was grisly.
Yeah. Well,
And so I was
it
like,
is grisly. Grizzly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just there was just a change. I mean, it's happened with everything. What about ventriloquism?
yeah, Charlie McCarthy, Edgar Bergen, right?
Right. Cute little ventriloquism.
Now it's Jeff Dunham now.
And then it was that Anthony Hopkins movie.
Oh, jeez.
What was that movie
yeah.
called? It was an old, early Anthony Hopkins movie. I think,
Pre-Elephant Man.
Yeah, it would be like,
It was,
all of a sudden, and even just weird British TV shows.
Curiosity. Yeah,
You'd always like, you're a kid.
yeah.
You're not bothering anyone.
No.
And you're watching Rusty Nails or
Yeah.
someone.
Ramblin' Rod.
Ramblin'
or
Rod.
something,
Someone
yeah.
comes on, ventriloquism. That's the thing where you have the dummy and it opens its mouth and it's real creepy.
Yeah.
And it talks. And then you're just watching British the Avengers or The Prisoner or whatever. And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, boom, they're in a creepy ventriloquism thing. And
Right.
did that thing just look at me? And then, it's haunted,
It's That's where Carney's got a bad name, because you get that next thing you know, they're shifty.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Yeah. Yes,
You know, the Rusty Nails got me thinking of local children's icons. Do you remember Bumpity?
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a tribute to Bumpity. And it was
A tribute to Bumpity?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
On YouTube. Yeah.
Awesome. I gotta check
And
that
it's
out.
made, the guy who put it up there filmed, this was a long time ago,
Sure.
filmed a dance performance, and my friend, her dance, I worked with her, but it was my music,
Yeah.
their dance performance.
Nice.
And it happened that he had a YouTube a while back, and he did like a Bumpity thing, and it was like, oh, Bumpity. That was like KTU, right?
Yes, Bumpity
What
rock,
the hell
man.
was Bumpity?
I don't know. He
It
was
was
just
just
a
some-
big blue blob, right? And he had
Yeah,
like his earthworm buddy.
Yeah, and that was just real weird.
Yeah, Bumpity.
It made me uncomfortable, I think, as a kid. You know, you're like,
Really?
I don't get these bros. Oh.
I remember when I was
What's that
growing up.
earthworm doing?
I'm the youngest of three brothers, so I remember growing up, and I remember, and this is the weird random stuff that comes into my noggin. I remember sitting there and then like talking loudly. I remember yelling over my shoulder, "Shut up! I'm watching Bumpity."
71
my
to
Bumpity story.
85.
Yes.
71 to 85.
Right. Yeah. I was older too. I think I was like 14, and I'm watching frickin' Bumpity.
Yeah, what
Shut
was
up!
this?
I'm
Here it
watching
is right
Bumpity.
here. Bumpity. Oh, Bump City? Is that literally what it this was
Wow.
from 85. Was that what
Look,
it said?
there he is. He was.
Hang on.
Was he green? I thought he
Bumpity-
was blue.
Bumpity, wait a minute. I got to see here. If it's
Bumpity.
Oh, it just said Bumpity. I thought it
Yeah.
said Bump City. I was ready to
There he is.
Best for hanging out.
There's Bumpity.
There's Bumpity. I don't know if I should turn up.
You look awfully familiar to me. Do we know each other?
Well, I was on here a couple years back, about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was with a good friend, my Leo France of Multiple Sports Center.
Hey, but gee whiz, I think you were about as tall then as you are sitting down. What happened to
Yeah,
you?
grew by a lot.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just like
I could watch this all day
Really?
long.
It's just like
Yeah.
here he is with his dude and the worm.
Yeah,
Worm.
just the worm.
Tell me that's not some sort of weird.
Metaphoric thing.
Yeah.
The worm. Don't eat the worm.
Maybe I'm just watching too much David Lynch. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Worms and stuff, just asking weird questions. What are you asking me these questions?
Yeah.
It always had like that voice, kind of.
Yeah. Ooh, what you doing?
I don't know.
I don't know, Bumpity, what you doing? I don't know. I look like a sock puppet.
Yeah, it's just you just can't do anything
No.
nowadays. You can't do creepy puppets anymore. You can't do clowns anymore. You can't do snakes anymore.
No.
'Cause they're gonna-
Can't do ventriloquism anymore.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was always the thing, right?
Or balloon animals. Guys doing balloon animals. Creepy. Except for the guy at the Flying Pie. He's cool.
It was a
Balloon guy.
I did that
But-
for a while. I
Did you?
tried all that.
Did
Yeah,
you do balloon?
magic and balloon. You know why
Yeah.
I wanted to do the balloon animals?
Okay.
The only reason, because Steve Martin did it back in the day.
Ah, yes.
I love
yes.
Steve Martin.
I remember my kid. She was like, "Daddy, I got some balloons. We need to make balloon animals." I'm like, I don't know how to do it. I can't. I'm not artistic that way. So she hands me, and so I made this blob, and I tried to pass it off as chaos theory.
Yeah.
Look, chaos theory.
No,
She
you
had no
go
idea.
up and you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. It's
You can do it.
summertime. It's summertime. Look,
Mm-hmm.
folks, it's summertime. Here's what you do. Go down, get some makeup and funny wigs and a nose.
Sure.
Dress up as a clown. Go on the internet. And you can go on YouTube and Google balloon animals, and they'll show you how to make a dog, for example. Be careful though, because one person's dog can be another person's Richard. Anyway, I'd like to look
the
on
way
your
you're
face.
describing it, man. It's just a recipe for disaster. Someone's gonna get up there, like, look, they said it's a babe.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're getting hate mail. You curmudgeons.
Yeah. So anyway, so you're gonna wear the makeup. You're gonna put all this stuff.
Okay.
You get the get a bunch of these balloons. They're thin balloons.
Yeah.
Stretch them before you blow them up, or sometimes you get a pump. They're hard. That's the hardest thing about making balloon animals. blowing up the thing, and now they have pumps and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe you can pre-pump, put it in a bag. Get another bag for candy.
Yeah.
Because you want to hand out candy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you gotta.
And not just packs of M&Ms or whatever, but
like Brock's.
Werthers.
Yeah, Werthers.
Out of the package, okay?
Those Neapolitan Brock's.
Yeah.
That are just like really addictive.
What
They're like
the
crack in
heck
plastic.
Are those? I don't know.
And,
those would freak me out. Are they the ones that have the it's basically poop brown chocolate?
Yes.
With Pepto-Bismol puke.
Pink.
Yeah.
And they try to make it more palatable with like coconut. Coconut.
Yeah. So anyway, so you're gonna dress up. This is your homework for this afternoon, Jason.
Okay. Excellent.
Put on the makeup.
I will do.
Get out the balloons.
Yeah.
Get a bag of candy, bag of balloons. Just go down to the park and just walk up to the kids and go, "Hey, kids!
It's fun time!" And watch them run screaming.
It
can happen.
Yeah.
Hey.
You want to make some balloons?
Right.
You want to make some dogs? It's a wiener dog.
Right. You ever seen a giraffe before? And next thing you know, the cops are being called,
This wiener dog's missing his front legs.
What do you mean making blue animals for kids is creepy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just over here, Selwood Park, with down there.
All right,
just
folks.
when you see a group of kids,
Yeah.
Jason, remember, you're going to be wearing your makeup.
Yes.
Your white makeup.
Pancake, white makeup. Oh, it looked like some kabuki nightmare.
Well, I was going to say, we could just get a suggestion
Cross
here.
between the Mikado and Captain Spaulding.
Yeah, I'm looking for...
This isn't going to end right.
No, I'm looking for some suggestions for you.
Okay, excellent.
Here we go.
All right.
Here's your suggested makeup. I think this will work.
Suggestion number 1.
I think this would be real nice. Just go in this.
Oh gosh, that's full Gacy.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, that would be.
I can't.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's trade pictures of serial killers.
Kids.
This morning on Coffee with Curmudgeons, we're looking at pictures of serial killers in clown makeup.
Doc, why don't you put up there who won our smiling contest today?
God.
Who won that smiling contest today?
Oh,
there you go, Mr. Gacy from Illinois.
This is horrible. You know when I was when I was doing the Kate, I think we're really just internet. I just don't see us on the actual TV.
Oh, I know. No.
I mean,
we're going to the big screen.
We're there. Yeah, we had to go there.
We did.
Yeah, so, God, not creepy at all, right? Yeah. Oh, God. The thing is the pictures get... I'm not even going to... I can't...
Wow.
Yeah.
It just goes downhill from there.
Oh.
Can't we,
Hey, kids.
Yeah.
Today we're sharing pictures of some of our favorite clowns. Here's one.
That's right.
Oh. And how many... Oh.
Hey, kids, want a balloon animal and end up in therapy?
Why? Oh, you know what the other thing, too, is?
Yeah.
The Joker. Right.
The Joker.
No, we went from.
Oh yeah.
We went from the Joker, right? The Joker was it Burgess Meredith? Was that the Joker?
No, he was Penguin. It was Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
And we just recently lost Adam West. Recently passed away just a few weeks back. In fact, I just watched their Family Guy. There's a YouTube up there. They did a tribute of all of his bits because he played the mayor, Family Guy, and so it was it was the whole thing with the where was I going with this? I should get some sleep. But there was all this what is that, a stroke?
Why is his eye twitching? No,
I'm just.
He goes from the happy clown.
Tired.
And I'm not exactly sure when it jumped the shark.
Well,
I'm gonna have to do some fact finding.
What I was going to say is we had the Joker, right?
We had the Joker, Cesar Romero.
Romero. Mm-hmm. And he's real fun. I mean, Adam West and the Joker.
It was comic, campy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he was kind of creepy.
Kind of.
But it sort of still worked for you as a kid, right? And he'd have the flower with the psh. That was always his right. Let me talk to you, Cape Crusader.
I had like gas or whatever.
And sleepy gas, right?
And I never. It was only until I got in my real adulthood did I realize certain science-based questions, like here he is squirting out gas from his flower. Well, he's like, his face is literally right next to it. Why didn't he pass out?
Yeah, right. Well, he's the Joker.
He had the secret antidote.
But then what happened is then we get Tim Burton.
Yes.
I mean, I know there's a graphic novels, but then we get Tim Burton.
Jack Nicholson.
And we get Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
And he's kind of creepy.
Kinda, yeah. He's
kind of got the smile.
He's
and all that.
Yeah.
And then to add insult to injury with this whole clown Joker thing.
Yes.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, who took it to a whole new level.
He takes it to a whole new level of crazy. You know?
He takes it to that Gacy level.
Yeah. But it's like the clowns and the clown masks. Yeah. Remember, like in the second Batman, the Heath Ledger, he played the Joker. The opening scene is they're robbing the bank.
Yeah.
And shooting people, and they're all wearing clown masks.
Yes.
Right there. So clown mask. So that's actually, forget the makeup, Jason.
Okay.
Get a clown mask.
Yeah, that's not gonna end right.
Yeah. Yeah, get a clown mask.
Yeah, and I'll just like go up to like, I don't know, Safeway or something, and and I'll get like.
How do you do that at Halloween now? Especially the big high school kids, and they all knock on your door, and they're all wearing clown masks. It's like, it's Halloween. Yeah. You're supposed to get out the Werthers, or whatever, and instead you've got these creepy clown masks with the big. You're very tall for a kid, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, take my money, take my wallet, it's
Bobby, come away from that man. We'll go to a different house for candy.
Well, and now they have, I even think Portland has a law. They have all these laws about wearing masks and things like that.
Right.
You
can't wear it, because I think it started with that V for Vendetta mask, or like when they show up to protests with either masks on or the scarves, and they wanted you to be able to be identified.
Well, the Guy Fawkes is the one, the anarchist kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Oh, actually, what you want to do is when you wear your clown mask and your balloons and your Werthers, you might need bus money or something.
Sure.
You might need some extra cash.
Pocket full of change.
Maybe you need to buy some more balloons. So go into the bank.
Oh,
stand in the line.
Sure,
take a deposit out.
That sounds totally reasonable.
But do it in character. So you'll have this voice. I want money.
Give me change.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm off to Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think this would work.
It could, but I think.
Can we just get a film crew and have you do this, and they'll follow you around? And
yeah, let's egg Jason on. I bet you we can get him to go in that bank. Nothing bad will happen to you.
What you could...
Right.
Why am I being call Westmoreland Park? There's a creepy clown.
Oh, there's Jason
Apparently,
again.
He was also at the bank and demanding money.
What are you doing cuffing me? I didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, I don't know.
Go ahead and check my pockets. All you'll see is butterscotch.
Yuck.
Of course, you remember...
this is horrible.
You remember Dr. Demento, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
Dr. Demento. There was a song that he always played on there called Kinko the Clown.
Yes.
You remember that song?
Yeah.
Kinko, Kink. I still remember the words of that song. That's how embedded in my young brain.
As a matter of fact, I think it was last year that he was at. He comes to Portland from time to time. I was going to see if he was actually. He's not from Portland, but he was.
Went to Reed.
Yes, and I think it was just last year. He goes to Reed once a year and gives a lecture or whatever, so you can go see him. Yeah. Dr. Demento.
Yeah. I still remember the words to Kinko the
Barrett
Clown.
Eugene Barry Hansen. I didn't even know his name. Barrett Eugene Barry Hansen, otherwise known as Dr. The reason, the great thing about Dr. Demento is, well, me, like all of America of a certain age, not later, he introduced us to Weird Al Yankovic.
Another One Rides a Bus.
Another One Rides the Bus, one of my favorites.
Hey, can I sit by you? Another one rides.
Well, he had a radio show.
Yes.
On that was syndicated.
Yes.
And I want to. Did he do radio in? No, it was KPPC FM, but he had a syndicated show.
He
and
played
I know,
here in Oregon, yeah.
And I know that it played here, like on Kissin'. I want to say.
I used to listen to it every week, and I love it. He and I gotta thank the doc for this one, Doctor. I gotta thank him because he introduced me to Tom Lehrer.
Oh yeah.
Poisoning pigeons in the park in the Masochist Tango. And, of course, me, I'm kind of a weird, geeky guy. Did you know that Tom Lehrer actually was one of the scientists that helped work on the atomic bomb?
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, not true story. And
He
was one of those guys like Oppenheimer. After it got created, he regretted it till his, and he would go around speaking about the dangers and evils of, atomic weapons. Tom Lehrer, yeah. Remember?
Here it is. Here it is right
Weird
here.
Al, though, yeah.
He attended, like you said, Reed College in Portland, Oregon, where he was promoted to program director of KRRC in 1960 and general manager in 1961.
Excellent.
Oh, I didn't know all of this, but he wrote his senior thesis on Alban Berg's opera Wozzeck and Claude Debussy's opera Pelé et Mélisande, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And he graduated in 1963 and later went to UCLA and studied masters in folklore and ethnomusicology.
Wow.
But yeah, Berg. I know a little bit about Berg and Wozzeck. I actually did some stuff on that too. But so.
Interesting, yeah.
So that's
the doctor.
That's what I thought is like because he went to Reed College.
Yeah.
So he got his start in radio.
Yeah.
Here in Portland.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then he.
Yeah.
But I remember his show was syndicated, and I'm assuming it was out of Los Angeles and it was played on either Kissin'.
Yeah.
And then it was, I want to say it was on FM, like KJON or somebody carried it, or someone else.
When I listened to it, you're right. It was on FM. I think it was. It was KJON
or something.
No, I think it was KJON.
Yeah.
Sunday nights.
Yeah. Sunday night was like
at
radio
9 or
night.
something.
Sunday
like that.
night was a radio night.
Yeah.
They had that show Interview with that guy who's actually still around. I found him on the internet.
Yeah.
Who would do interviews with rock stars, like their houses and stuff.
Nice.
It was great because you'd listen to this, and he did like a 3-part interview with Stevie Nicks. And he's like in
wasn't Uncle Brucey, was it?
No. He's still around. The guy is still around, kicking around, doing his thing.
Yeah. God, I love Dr. Demento, though. Yeah. And I used to, for a while, I religiously would listen to that show. Instead of Psycho Killer, it was Psycho Chicken.
Yeah. Jim Ladd was his name. Yeah, he had this show called
They're Coming to Take Me Away.
Oh yeah. Demento played that. Yeah, Jim Ladd had this show on Sunday nights. There he is. He's 69 years old.
Wow.
Disc jockey, radio personality, writer. I think he's on. Yeah, he's on Sirius.
Nice.
Jim Ladd was great.
God bless him.
Yeah, and he did this show on KMET. I want to say. I think it was called Interview or Interviews or something like that. I was looking for some old. Ladd has interviewed the likes of John Lennon, Pink Floyd, Rush, U2, Joni Mitchell, Stevie Nicks, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Eagles, and Led Zeppelin. And I on Sunday nights you'd listen to his interview show, and it was just the cool thing is it wasn't him in the studio.
Yeah.
Necessarily, or at least the Stevie Nicks, it was like he's at the house with the remote recorder in her bedroom as people are partying downstairs and coming in and out of the bedroom. I mean, That's the coolest thing. If you're a
It
radio
is.
DJ, radio guy who does, who's a DJ who does the interviews with the rock stars and everything,
Yeah.
and you're locked away upstairs in Stevie Nicks' bedroom doing an interview,
You got the inside of the inside scoop,
Bingo.
man. Yeah.
that's all right.
Right.
So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was back in. So that, along with Dr. Demento, they had that guy's show, and they just had a lot of good stuff.
They did. I remember KGUN's, I think it was Sunday nights too, and I think it was after Dr. Demento. They would do a thing where they would play a whole album.
Yeah,
Not just one song from the group. They do the whole album. And I remember. I do remember one night after Dr. Demento. I remember listening to it was my first. I was a young shaver. It was my first experience of Dark Side of the Moon.
oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know, Pink Floyd.
I don't
wow.
know. I think my first experience of Dark Side of the Moon was going to the planetarium.
Ooh.
I mean, the only way to experience,
Yeah.
the Dark Side of the Moon in the original planetarium.
That was a cool
setting,
place, man.
Yeah,
I caught Laser Hendrix there.
Yeah.
And it was cool.
I have
All along the
I have fond
Watchtower.
memories of the planetarium,
Planet.
high school.
Yeah.
I can't get into any of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
got kicked out of Bombsy, didn't you?
No.
No. But there's a story there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it just
Yeah.
you're in high school.
Yeah.
You know,
Shenanigans
it's
abound.
American morning in America.
That's right.
In this case, evening in America with frisky
We
high
are
school
the kids of America. Whoa.
with rock and roll and
Right.
leather jackets and
Nice.
I don't know.
This is like you're turning into Happy Days here.
Oh, it was Happy Days.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
No?
No. Yeah. Well, it was, you kind of, I
It was
don't
a
know.
different time, man.
Sometimes you're like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I just can't say anything nice today. I'm working on not a lot of sleep, and that will be me tomorrow too.
The filters are down.
Yeah, they kind of. We're trying. We're trying, but today would be a good filterless day. But here's the thing: they would have all these radio shows on the air. Dr. Demento, like you mentioned, the album sides. We've talked about the late great Les Sarnoff, who passed away just a couple years ago too, along with Rusty Nails, who was over on KINK. He was like an icon of music because he would do the album sides.
Yes.
He would have the whole lights out.
Yes.
Lights out. And it's always,
I remember
this is back when
Fleetwood
radio
Mac.
was good, right?
like rumors.
And, it would be like, welcome to Lights Out tonight.
Right.
Fleetwood Mac and Rumors.
Meanwhile, you can go your own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just good times.
It was. Yeah.
Good times.
Good
And
Good
you listen to that with your headphones on, and then you listen to Demento late at night. And Weird Al Yankovic would come on. Another one, Rides the Bus. Man, I will never forget that. And then this guy, Jim Ladd, would come on. The other interview he did, I'm almost certain he did, was like Ray Manzarek and those guys all from the
Doors. Ray Manzarek,
Here's the other thing. It wasn't, I don't know if it was a half-hour show or how long it was, but he'd do like multi-part. I mean, these would be, these interviews would last for an hour and a half, 2 hour or whatever. So it would be part one of my interview, and next week you'll get part two, right? And I to this day, I learned so much about the music, about Jim Morrison's poetry and all this stuff, just by these guys doing this interview with this guy talking about Jim Morrison, what it was like, and the stories that Morrison would tell them about writing poetry on the bus when he was a kid, and all these crazy things. And I was like, wow, okay, that's informational. That's interesting.
Yeah, folks, if you have a chance, and it's there, you have to get on YouTube and check it out. But if you have a chance, go on there and find interviews with Ray Manzarek.
Yeah.
Because he would give the best interviews.
Right.
He was so articulate, and you could tell that when somebody fondly remembers something, they're very evocative of the emotion of it and stuff. Yeah. And Morrison was one of those guys to me is always shrouded in mystery. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't living when he, I was an infant when he passed away, but he's one of those guys that he's shrouded in rock mystery now, and it's like, wow, Morrison. And then you hear Manzarek talk about what Morrison was like, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, this is like it was all on the radio.
Yeah.
Actual interesting information.
Yeah.
Music and all that, and then I like the way I learned about punk music.
Mm-hmm.
KBOO.
Yes, one of the few. Yeah,
they were the community
Thank God
radio.
For community radio, man.
Still around. Yeah. It seemed like all this stuff would hit like a Sunday nights, late at night, because of course they'd have to put it on a Sunday night.
The kids take over,
right? And then you're like. Yeah. Get up. I had to go to school, really? Because I've been up like all night listening to radio, with my headphones on.
Right.
I have one recording from my radio days, which I personally bootlegged for myself. But people have always heard this back when I got to digital.
Yeah.
I transferred this cassette tape that was made off the radio to digital.
Okay.
And it was a B.B. King concert in London. Ooh. And it was like 1979 or something like that. And it was just one of the best live shows I'd ever heard. Like I was like, ooh, B.B. King's on. Maybe I should tape this. And so I'm taping it, listening to it, going, oh, my gosh. And his band was just amazing. And he's in London.
Yeah.
Where, he's he almost, even then, sort of sounds like a fish out of water. Like, okay, we're in a foreign country. But the kids are like, they know B.B. Because you know how the Londoners are.
Yeah.
I mean, the blues, the American blues and all that. That was the whole inspiration for the British invasion and the rock and roll. All of them listening to those records.
Can't remember who it is, and I'll remember probably later today, because isn't that always the way? But there was a great quote talking. He was a blues man. I want to say Muddy Waters, but it probably wasn't. He was asked about when he toured over in England. What did he make of the fact that English people, white English teenagers, love the blues? And his quote was just awesome. The quote was, "Yeah, I don't think about color like that. You live in Manchester. You look up at the skies, brother. You got the blues." I'm like, isn't that so? Like, oh my gosh, no, that's true.
Yeah.
So it's such a cool thing.
Yeah, it just and then there was one other show that I remember late at night that I really loved. And I think I used to tape it too. I used to tape a lot of stuff off the radio, but those tapes, they went away at some point. I think I still have one or two. I have one, somewhere that was it KGON? You remember they used to do a local rock album or rock? So in other words, you send in your tapes, and then they'd play them, and then they'd have a contest, and then if you won on the contest, you got to be on the album.
KGON.
That KGON.
I used to have one of the albums.
KGON album, wasn't it?
Yeah. They put out like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Different local bands.
But it was you'd send in your tape.
Yes.
Your demo tape, and then they'd have an episode of it where they'd play the submissions.
Yes.
And I'm trying to think.
Did Tokyo ever do a submit?
No. See, I think here's the deal.
Okay.
Here's my life. I think we didn't have our crap together to make that happen.
Gotcha.
Like, in other words, hey, we're musicians. Hey, garage musicians. Hey, maybe we should send them a tape. Okay, all right.
Right.
Didn't happen. You know, just like everything. It's like typical, like, oh, did that happen? No. Why would you were recorded in the garage? You're making all these tapes.
Yeah.
You've got music. Send it in, right? But it would always be like, it's not that good. It's not as good as sequel. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh man.
So I taped a few of those, and I don't know if I still have the tape, but there was some stuff on there, and the coolest thing about listening to that show was listening to the stuff that was no way in hell going to ever get on the record.
Right.
Because pretty much it was sequel.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of other bands. I mean, it was pretty much
I just remember
bar bands that played in the Portland, Oregon bars, that played lots of Loverboy covers and stuff, and then wrote original songs that sounded like Loverboy covers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah. And that's usually what wound up on the KGN album. I should actually look.
Yeah, the only one I remember now.
Do you have any?
I used to, and it got lost long ago. But
you would think our album expert folks who collect vintage vinyl would get on that.
Get a hold of it.
Get the.
I may.
There are
if I remember,
Discogs, actually a local company, has KGO and it's on the search here. You could look at Discogs.
You know what I'm gonna do later today if I remember. Hopefully I do remember, but for me it's a crapshoot. I'm gonna message Iris later, and I'm gonna ask her about about the KGN the KGN albums.
Here it is. Here's the KGN album, 1980. Was that the first one?
Let me see the cover. I can tell you if I had that.
I don't know if I can. There it is, right there. You see that? Here, I'll show it to the folks. That's
that's not the one I had.
Yeah, this is 1980.
Yeah. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. So this was. This is. This is. I'm looking at this on Discogs here. Local company, by the way.
Cool.
If you didn't know that.
I remember.
The main online vinyl retailers. It's out in Beaverton. So this is Whiskey. Look at it. Track list. Whiskey Stick.
Yes.
Dirty Words. The Brats. You're so cute.
The Brats. Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Chicago
the
group,
Brats.
The Brats. I'm trying. The Brats.
Well, there was a Brats. No, it was the Babies. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Are we gonna go see the Brats?
The Brats.
The Brats.
Yo, I have some cheese here. Can we see the Brats?
It's getting there though. Legend. Too Late to Turn Back. Excellent. I remember that song. It's too late to turn back. I think. Lace, Fat Man.
Wow.
Billy Scream Band, Pretty Girls. Remember Billy Scream?
I do.
Was he our Billy Squire? Was Billy Scream our Billy Squire?
He was, yeah.
Wasn't he? No Exit. Bomb the Discos.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't you know it? Get ready to ring the bell. Sequel with Gossip. A sequel.
Yeah.
Sleazy Pieces with Meltdown. I can't remember who was in that band. Kid with Outlaw. Mike Orr Band. Yes. Luis. Felix. Calendar Girl. And, Crisis, My Desire. Crisis was on this. My Desire.
Yes.
The reason I know that is
I remember...
Crisis guitar player, he and I got together and kind of formed a studio band and did some recording and
side
stuff.
project and stuff.
Yeah. Crisis.
Nice.
I don't think My Desire. Yeah, they were metal.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. They're right there. Crisis. There's the Brats. So that's
nice.
Yes. How many KGN album? 1980. Mm-hmm. Music archives.
I remember a KGN album, and the one I had, I remember one song on it, and I don't know who did it. It was called Another Night in Sausalito.
Oh,
Another night in Sausalito.
sounds like a
Yeah.
slow, very slow.
I'm going to have to
What is
look
this?
it up. Yeah, it's kind of a groove song.
Here we go. Here's the KG1 album 2.
Okay.
Oh! Look at these guys. The Storm,
Mm-hmm.
Pretty Eyes.
Yeah.
Oh! Sequel, shame on you.
Yeah.
It's just not the KG1 album if it doesn't have a sequel track on it.
Right.
Well, they were kind of like the big, they were supposed to be the big
Yep.
breakout
Yep.
band.
Yep. And it
And
turned out to be
They kind of
it turned out to be Seafood Mama after
Quarter
they
Flash.
changed
Yes,
their name.
Yeah, and it ended up
Rindy.
being Quarter Flash.
Randy and Marv, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see if they were on any of this. Attilo, Silence of the Hours.
Ooh.
I wonder if that's
Attila.
Attilo. I think that's he used to write the music column at the Downtowner.
Ah.
Choir Boys, Albeit
Choir
Home.
Boys. Yes, I remember them. Oh my God.
Bonnie Lee Project, Hairline Fracture. Oh, you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Wild Dogs, Born to Rock.
Wild Dogs. Yeah.
Matt McCourt, The Wild Dogs. I remember that was kind of there. Oh, I know that guy too. Okay, here's a band. Here's a band that I've always I was trying to look up, and I should search on YouTube to see if they've got stuff on YouTube. Because this was I was playing with a bass player. This was college-ish days, and it had the bass player dude that I was playing with, and we were kind of a reggae ska kind of. That's what was going on at the time, you know.
Yeah. Third world sort of stuff.
We were listening to that stuff. Well, no, you know, English beat, English.
Oh.
You know, the whole Joe Jackson, back
Yes.
to early Joe Jackson and all that stuff, beat crazy. And we would go see these guys play. Dwayne Jarvis, Joseph Lauren Tabor, Map of France. Map of France. They were pretty good. They were whoa, look at that. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. 3D.
Typical day. Typical day that I'm see, look, here I am. What am I doing? I'm getting animated, and
Right.
then I move my chair and
Yep.
Map of France, because I'm all excited because
Yeah.
here's a band that we used to go see play. It was like, oh, that Map of France is playing. Gotta go see him.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice Guy, yes.
Yeah, I knew that guy. Ralph Friedrichsen.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that guy. Fine German fellow. Snake Eyes, Like Lightning. We Deliver. Mr. Nice Guy, We Deliver. I remember that song.
Wow.
We
yeah.
Deliver. Do you remember that one?
Vaguely.
Oh, yeah.
Real vaguely. Everything is so hazy.
It was like,
Back then, dude,
You know, it
everything
was
is
kind
so
of like
hazy.
one of those rock songs. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We Deliver.
Yeah.
You know? And you're in a band, you know, and
Yeah.
you're kind of
Oh my God.
I don't know. Yeah, so this actually was 1982 that this came out.
Yeah.
So this would have been around that time when I was actively playing. Now, Sequel,
Yeah.
here's weren't they the band? I mean, they got in the news and everything. They were playing down in Salem,
Yeah.
and there was a active shooting kind of thing. A
Ooh.
guy went in and shot the place up.
Oh.
And I think maybe one of the band members, I don't think they got killed, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think somebody got injured
Wow.
in the band.
I don't remember that. Yeah. Don't remember that.
Yeah. I should
Wow.
I should look that up. That was a famous thing, and because it was in, obviously in the news, some dude walks in and starts yeah, no, I'm not getting anything old. I think that was right. I just recall, and I think a band was playing, and the band was Sequel.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
remember that?
I
It was
remember
back
the
in
band.
early '80s.
I remember the band. I don't remember that that particular news story.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what
Everything's
sequel they had. I can't remember what hit they had.
Dude, everything is so hazy though back then. I can't.
That's a whole thing. Not only sleep,
yeah.
coffee, it's hot.
Yeah.
We're two old guys
Yeah.
that are trying to dig in our memories
Right.
And pretty much we're the Thelma and Louise driving off the cliff of senility right now.
Right, as we speak. Yeah,
and with that, folks, that was a good ending.
Right. The problem is, dude, I gotta tell you, there was so much. I mean, back then, dude, I was such a stoner. I don't remember any. I was whacked out of my gourd at least 85% of the time. And I vaguely remember stuff, and I remembered. I remember some of it in bits and pieces, and it just other stuff is just.
Well, I
so
remember
foggy.
those disc tracks. I remember. We need to dig those up because we do have the album people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something listed on Discogs here. So, how much does it cost?
I'm gonna right after the show's over.
No, 5 for sale for 75 cents.
What?
Ah, the KGON album.
Holy moly!
That's.
I may go home and buy that just to
You could
have
just
it.
go to Goodwill and find it.
Hey, hit the bins, man.
Yeah,
You
lowest
never know.
$5.99, medium $10.50, highest $18.99. Oh, that's right. That's how they do it because it's kind of it's like an eBay
Gotcha.
thing for vinyl.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's one. Somebody has it for 75. Poor condition though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you get. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
I mean, usually if it's like 20 or more bucks, it's
Pristine.
in the original
Plastic.
Yeah,
Shrink wrapped.
Still shrink wrapped.
It's got that new album smell.
We gotta get a hold of the KGON albums.
I do.
We need to collect. I got to get with the collector folks and make sure we need like a Portland. So I had occasion 2 weeks ago to Crossroads Records.
Okay.
They were over there on Hawthorne, and I guess they've been there for like
eons.
Yeah, eons and eons and eons.
Yeah.
They just closed up shop there on Hawthorne and moved. No, they moved.
Oh, okay.
They're still open. Now they're on right off Foster and 82nd there, where Tom Peterson's used to be.
Yeah.
So we were over there. I was helping our friend move her vinyl.
Yeah.
And so that's a place to go.
Well, it's what, 2nd Avenue too, right?
Yeah, but Crossroads, and they have a much bigger place actually. It's pretty cool. But that would be a place to go find like some of this. Do you guys have local vinyl? They would know. So they're just getting set up. They were just getting. They might be open now. But, But anyway,
I would like to talk to one. I'd like to talk to someone who, like, one of the owners there, because they're steeped in all this vinyl knowledge.
Oh yeah,
and I'd love to go take a walk down Amnesia Lane with them.
Oh yeah, they'll talk to you. Yeah, they will.
KGON albums, man.
Because we were there.
They were magic.
I was like, I mean, people are trying to have conversations with me, and I'm like, moving heavy boxes of vinyl.
Yeah.
I thought I stopped doing this back in the 80s.
Right.
Back when I got my first CD player. No. Now, who knew vinyl was going to
come back in?
Well, I guess we did know. There's always been record collectors.
Digital killed the vinyl.
Nah, it didn't. Well, and then the thing is you got like these shows. They have the record things.
Yeah.
And you got people buying vinyl that's like $50 or $80.
Specialty.
Blue Note. Any of the like Blue Note Jazz or anything, those pressings, it's like those are like collector.
Like gold.
Yeah. Coltrane on Blue Note and all that.
Some
stuff.
That and like what really early, I want to say early Verve.
Yeah.
Of course, the creme de la creme is the early Sun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just that's holy grail stuff.
But yeah, you can go down there. That Crossroads music. I think, like I said, I think
there used to be places.
They should be open. Oh yes, record breaking temperatures.
My place of choice back in the day was the Django's. I love
Yes. There was Django's.
Yeah.
And the one I used to go to a lot, and that was right over there in Hawthorne, was a place called Bird's Sweet.
Ooh.
And it was like
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I think somewhere in my old archives,
I kicked over a rock in my memory.
I have a business card from Bird's Sweet, and the logo was the saxophone and Charlie Parker.
Charlie Parker, man.
Like a little
bird.
profile kind of image of Charlie Parker with his saxophone. Bird's Suite. I was over there in Hawthorne. I was there for years. There was that place. There was Django's.
Yeah.
Then they moved downtown. I filmed a thing in
Django's was up by Powell's, right?
Yeah, that was their second location when they moved downtown, and then they took it apart. They had some of the best. That place had some of the best posters. I've got all these posters away, like of Janis Joplin.
Yeah,
not really
Mine
wearing
was Kiss.
anything.
I had this huge wall Kiss thing I found down there.
Kiss.
I did.
I went for a little more like Hendrix, Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Bjork.
Yeah, the odd Bjork one on the wall.
Yeah.
Sure. Psychedelic furs.
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday.
Yeah. A little more like, with the program.
Well, I was too, but
I keep your Gene Simmons.
I was.
Get there.
You see, me, I was an early Kiss guy, right?
Yeah.
And people said, "Oh, Kiss sucks." I mean, dude, I was like, my thing was like Kiss, Destroyer, and before. Mm-hmm. Before maybe Love Gun, Rock and Roll Over. You
were that Ace Frehley, Peter Criss era.
Ace Frehley, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like early, dude. To me, the best Kiss albums.
Did you ever go down memory like go up on YouTube and you'll find all these interviews with Paul Stanley and Ace Frehley and just going back. I mean, it's at some point you don't know what more insults that they can throw at each other. That guy was
ugly man. Yeah,
it's real good. Yeah. It's real good. You're just like, oh, this is fun.
Right.
I'm having a fun time with this. It's like,
And then, Simmons, as he's getting older, he's getting more senile, and he'll just say just the wacky crap. But I think it's him just trying to stay in the news and be relevant.
Yeah.
Being shocking.
Time to hang it up, folks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't know. I know. They never do. The Who promised.
Yep.
They promised me that they would hope to die before they'd get old. There was nothing.
It's better to burn out than fade away.
That's right. It's better to... That's right. There was nothing more rock and roll.
Live fast, die young, man.
Hope I die before
James
I get
Dean,
old.
Yeah.
And then, then the Who tours into the 2000s, Who's still alive in our band? Well, let's go out on tour. The Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sort of like, guys, this is kind of un-rock and roll. Like if you went back in time and told them, someday you'll be great grandparents and you'll be touring. Your audience will be grandparents. It's like,
yeah.
It just seemed kind of like for I've said before, for blues,
yes,
and for the jazz,
yes,
and for classical,
yeah.
It's okay. Like oftentimes it's like, well, this person is a master.
Sometimes when the older bluesmen are the ones that have that by that time they get the burned out craggy voice.
Yeah.
And it just reeks of emotion.
That's not to say that the rock and roller guys aren't at the top of their playing. It's just it's rock and roll. It was the kids' music.
Yeah.
And the kids don't even have rock. That's the thing. They don't even have rock and roll anymore.
Right.
They don't have rock and roll. That's your problem. You have iPhones and Twitter and Instagram, and you don't have rock and roll.
Right. And then you write...
Problem solved.
Maroon 5, you write the song Moves Like Jagger. When I heard that, I said, everyone's got moves like Jagger. The guy's 73 years old. What are you going to do, get in a walker?
That's right.
I mean, come on. Come on.
Well, we are living up to our title today.
That's right.
Coffee with Curmudgeons.
That's right. It's a Monday.
Yeah. I hope... Did anything break while we were yapping?
Let me do a last
It will. Trust me. As soon as we turn this off and go do stuff. God, it's getting hot. It's getting really hot. And
it's getting hot
it's
in here.
Cool. We're in a cool place. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. We just got to go. So nothing.
Just tropical storm Emily forms in Gulf of Mexico.
It didn't buzz you, so I just thought I'd check. I thought I'd check in.
Yep.
So anyway, so be safe out there. God,
Yeah.
Be safe, especially in Portland with this heat wave. It's
right.
gonna be a heat wave.
Cue Martha and the Vandellas. Hey, folks, remember to drink lots of fluids. Stay out of the sun. Don't get any heat stroke, so you'll end up like me.
Yeah, get lots of sunblock and whoa, that was not. See, we're already trying to go off the air.
That's right.
Just get a lot of sunblock. Go to the place where you don't have to wear a bathing suit.
Sure, Rooster Rock, Jones Beach or whatever it is. I don't know.
Rooster Rock, Collins Beach.
Collins Beach, that's what I'm going for.
There's the other ones too.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
go there to be a natural person.
All natural.
You make me feel like a natural woman. Oh God, it's really devolved. But we know Jason's gonna don a clown suit and
hey kids,
make little balloons and
why are you
go out
running
to the
away?
parks. Yeah,
I got balloons for you.
That'll be fun. We'll get a full report on that on Friday.
You'll not only get a full report from me, you'll get the police report.
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my. Anyway, all right. Be cool. We'll see y'all on Friday. So we'll see what happens this week.
Adios, man.
Oh boy, yeah. Take care.